You know, most of us think it's a third world problem, but the tragedy of human trafficking continues to unfold right here in our own neighborhoods.
7 Action News reporter Andy Choi shows us how the words of one survivor are giving hope to those still living.
What'd you think?
When you meet the author of a book, you put a face to the name, a voice to the page. When fate tried to silence Teresa Flores, the author found a reason to speak up.
This happened to me over 30 years ago, not very far from here.
In a Livonia auditorium full of strangers, Teresa peels back the stigma of her own experience as a 15-year-old in suburban Detroit forced into prostitution.
This is actually a picture of myself when I lived in Birmingham.
Drugged and raped by a high school crush, Teresa's perpetrators threatened violence and public shaming if she didn't comply with their demands.
They would call my house in the middle of the night around midnight, several nights a week, and they would demand I appear immediately for service. And they end up in these nasty motels. On my worst night, I ended up in a nasty motel in inner city Detroit.
As a parent, that scares me. As a mom of 2 daughters, that's horrifying.
Well, for me personally, it really put a Michigan face on this issue.
State Senator Judy Emmons says Teresa's story sheds light into why Michigan needs stronger human trafficking laws even today.
We know that there's a great need for the victims as well, services for them, but stronger laws against the perpetrators, stronger laws against those who purchase services.
Well, let me give you my card for her then, because it's not a fluke that you came.
No longer the slave across the street, the voice you hear in Teresa's book is the collective voice of survivors and advocates now shouting for hope.
It's very humbling, and it's really my honor to be healed so much and out of it for so long that now I can do this for others.
In addition to books and lectures, Teresa's group also supplies soap to area hotels and motels, and on it you'll find the number for the National Human Trafficking Hotline, and that number is 1-888-373-7888. In Livonia, Andy Choi, 7 Action News.